Out of Commitment 2022, Florida Senator Marco Rubio this week co-sponsored a new bill to ban abortions nationwide after 15 weeks.
The move comes just as he's being attacked by his Democratic opponent in a new political ad. We get the facts tonight from Western News political reporter Greg Fox.
As a police officer, some of the worst cases I've worked were sexual assaults.
This new ad from Democratic Congresswoman and former Orlando Police Chief Val Demings focuses on abortion rights.
It's outrageous to mandate what a woman can and can't do with their body.
It targets her opponent in the Florida U.S. Senate race, Republican Marco Rubio.
Marco Rubio wants to criminalize abortion with no exceptions for victims of rape or incest.
Let's get the facts. We'll split this claim in half. The claim that Rubio wants to criminalize abortions is fact. You only have to look at the new bill filed by South Carolina Republican Senator Lindsey Graham and co-sponsored by Rubio. It's titled Protect Pain-Capable Unborn Children. It would ban abortions after 15 weeks. And yes, it comes with a criminal penalty of a fine, prison, or both. The second part of that claim, that Rubio supports no exceptions for victims of rape or incest, is mostly true. Let's go back to the most recent bill Rubio is co-sponsoring. It has exceptions to save the life of a pregnant woman when the pregnancy is the result of a rape or incest against a minor. The bill is similar to one Rubio co-sponsored in January 2021, but it's worth noting back then Rubio said fetal pain occurred at 20 weeks. But Rubio has often stated his personal position is that all life should be protected. While running for president in 2015, he said, "I do not personally require a bill to have exceptions other than life of the mother in order for me to support it. But I will sign a bill as president that has exceptions." In August, he told WFOR, "I am in favor of laws that protect human life. I do not believe that the dignity and the worth of human life is tied to circumstances of their conception, but I recognize that's not a majority position." In fact, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell as much as said the latest 15-week abortion ban bill has little chance of passing.
Well, I know something about fighting crime, Senator Rubio. Rape is a crime. Incest is a crime. Abortion is not.
On that last series of claims, they're fact. In all but 2 states, incest, even among consenting adults, is a crime. Marco Rubio's campaign sent us a statement saying, quote, "Marco Rubio is proud to be unequivocally pro-life." With Get the Facts, I'm Greg Fox.